my videos kept deleting, and I just figured out why. Because my memory was full. So let's do this once again for the last time. So I'm here today to talk to you guys about some creepy reads because perfect because it's about to be Halloween, my favorite day of the year. If I really had to pick one, let's be real. So I just finished. I crawled through it, and it's one of my favorite authors, A.S. King. She's like the queen of magical realism, and in this one, she delves into surrealism. What I mean by that is our 14 like narrators are like the creepiest in that one of them like swallows herself inside out, I guess, like slowly becomes smaller and smaller whenever she doesn't want to talk about her feelings. One is literally two different people or like sides of a person because she doesn't want to delve into something that happened to her. And the third is building an invisible helicopter. And the fourth is every time she tells lies, her hair grows longer. So definitely very interesting way of portraying teenagers, something I've never read before. And I think it's kind of perfect. And if there's any negative criticism that I've seen, it's just that people aren't willing to suspend their disbelief or like their, current reality and just allow this to be what it is and understand that the way that these teens are being, the way they're coping with things that are happening to them and like they're not being able to talk about their like feelings with either adults around them, anyone in their own friend group, therapy, whatever. This is how they like decide to just be comfortable in their skin until the story goes on and you learn more about what happened to them slowly, very very slowly. I think it's definitely worth it, and it's definitely a different way of ever doing a teen story that I've ever read. So yes, I also read The Walls Around Us by Nova Renzuma, and the best way I have of like explaining this, it's a ballerina jail time traveling ghost story. Like the there's a character we meet, Amber, who's already in jail. She's been there for like 3 years, and then Ori comes in very late into her like her third year, and that's how they meet. And Ori like has been blamed for the murder of these two ballerinas, and you meet one of the ballerinas that was connected to that, Violet, and you like learn about their friendship, and the switching of narrations does it so well. And I'm gonna be very vague on purpose because I think the way that um, the switching of POVs is done in this, and like like time traveling is done back like through that, like switching just when they're telling their part of the story, it's pretty perfect. And I think it's worth reading. So you're just like, what is happening in the ending? I'm still like, what? I just want to know more. And I think it's one of those books that you kind of just have to, once again, suspend your disbelief and just go into it and just be like, all right, I'm ready to just be like mind fucked and be okay with that. So yeah, definitely worth it. I also read Dark Places by Gillian Flynn, because I read Gone Girl and thought thriller, mystery, why not? Definitely perfect for this time of year. This one deals with Libby, which her family was massacred about, I forget how many years ago, lots of years ago, 30 years ago, something like that. And so she like has been just living off the money that all the like sympathy and like whenever they would like replay her story in the news, like people would send her money and stuff. And so she's running out, and she goes through like mail that she'd gotten, and she sees one from the Kill Club. So like she contacts them because they're offering to like pay her to talk about what happened and like sell any mementos. So it's pretty macabre in that way. And then they like convince her to like delve into, did her brother really kill, because like right now he's in jail for the murders. It's like, did he really kill the family? And now through that it becomes a whodunit, because every character that like is introduced to this, you're like, that person did it, that person definitely did it. And it's told through Libby, her brother Ben, and her mother Patricia, I believe her name is, something like that. So yes, definitely. Also, I'm all about points of views, by the way. I think that's a great way to propel stories forward and just makes you want to get to the next chapter of whichever is your favorite character, or if you like all of them, even better, because it just moves the story quickly. And yes, so if you want to know about this one, if you haven't read Gone Girl, go do that, fix your life. And then on the more fantasy route, not really creepy, but also just a different world that I was totally about, Six of Crows, the because everyone has been talking about it. So I thought I'd include it in here and just get my thoughts out there. So it's a heist novel. I'm sure you've heard, and it's like these just squad of awesome people. They're all pretty terrible, let's be real, but they're like, you know, all kicking ass and taking names, and they're just they get brought together for a specific reason. And the way that they have to go about this, their like main man is Kaz, and he's brilliant. He's like, they're all teens. He's like a 17-year-old, and he like would think he's so like, so much has happened to him, so it's like he's wise beyond his years, and his way of like taking charge and like not giving a fuck, and he will like, you know, murder you. Like he will fucking do what he has to do to get the job done, and it's like, yes. So I feel like just for that, and like the band of characters, Inej, um Matthias, Nina, Jesper, and Wylan, like they're all brilliant, and I can't wait. It's gonna be so long for the next one, but it's gonna be worth it because just look at this cover, and I'm excited to just see where this continues to go, because like it ended on a cliffhanger, but it's not like I will survive, even though it's gonna hurt. So yes, I think it's off. It's like a fun, dark, like fantasy, and perfect for this time of year. Cause why not? And then to finish it off, I finally read A Darker Shade of Magic, y'all. Finally, it took me since February. This came out near my birthday. What was I waiting for? I don't know, but I read it, and I get everyone's obsession with like Kel, and yeah, it's the he has like a freaking awesome coat that turns different colors when you switch it inside. It's crazy. This is the one that's about different London. There's Grey London. I can't say it. Black London. Yes, Black London, White London, and Red London. And it's just different. You know, each world is different. Black London's like the dark one, and you don't want to go there. And there's so much that goes on in this as well. I suck at recapping, as you can see. This one, I read it more towards the beginning of the month, so it's becoming a blur. I just know that I can't also wait for this next one, which is also coming out very soon now since I waited so long, so I guess that's good in a sense. And yes, Victoria Schwab, V.E. Schwab, can do no wrong, and I'm excited to see where she keeps going. All I would say from this one is she just needs more character development, so I'm excited to get more of that from Kel, and also Delilah, which is another important character in this. Yes. Alrighty, enough rambling about books. Let me know if you read any creepy books for October, any I feel like for October, anything that's like creepy, fantasy, dark, surrealist, like anything that falls into like a different, basically, it counts. So let me know if you read anything like that, if I should read it as well. You know, some of the 2 weeks in November, I'll probably still be reading some weird stuff because I bought a bunch of random books like that. And yeah, I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Okay, bye.